Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Karam SSB @Kinetic Karma 19. This is in pursuit to preparation and success in your SSB and personality development. Let us talk today about situation reaction test. There are certain instructions for it. These are you will be given an illustration set followed by a practice set. Fill your particulars in the answer sheet provided to you. Then this is again a test of imagination, idea writing test, most commonly known as SRT. So you have to write your answers in the given pages. Write your answer in English or Hindi, whichever is comfortable for you. So we continue with this instruction in next slide. So gentlemen, do not overturn the pages unless otherwise you are told to do so. And this is in this test, a number of situation will be there and this will be presented to you. You have to write your first reaction. Whatever comes to your mind, that first reaction is the right reaction. There is no right or wrong answer for you. Whatever you are writing, just write that. That comes to your mind first. That is the right answer from your side. Do not spend too much time on a particular question. 30 seconds are maximum for a question, so that 30 seconds is upper limit. And you have to write your answer sheets, answers in the given answer sheet. Don't write anything on the booklet. Then you will be given 30 minutes to do 60 SRTs. That was the bottom line, and follow these instructions. It's time now to see a set of situations, and I look for your reaction, and certain suggestive reactions I will also be telling you, and understand each and every situation in detail. Some assumptions and imaginations will also work. So let us see the first situation. Generally, people do not listen to him or his argument. So first thing is, he should try to understand why people are not listening, why the group is not listening, why the friends are not listening to his argument, whether he is relevant to the topic or not, or his argument is supported by the facts and figures or not, or is he not understanding the group what is being discussed. So first thing you should write is do introspection, why group is not listening to your argument. Second, present your argument in a manner that it is supported by facts and figures. Be patient, be participated in the group. Second situation, gentlemen, he was asked to walk long distance by his scoutmaster, but he was having fever. Try to understand your fever is not at 105 degree Fahrenheit or very high fever. You just have a fever, take some medicine. Long distance walk means it will take some time for preparation, and take some medicine with you. Inform your scoutmaster that you are having fever in case of urgency. Third situation, gentlemen, while traveling in the bus, some people started arguing with him. He will be polite, listen to the argument, also present his argument in a manner that he is convincing and the issue is settled. The fourth situation, gentlemen, he was to carry some valuables from one place to other, and there was danger of dacoits on the way. So he will move in a broad daylight at the time when dacoits are least expected in that area, or if possible he will move in a group. Fifth situation, gentlemen, he found his parents quarreling over his future. He will discuss with the parents, sit with them, amicably solve the problem, tell his plans to the parents so that parents are satisfied. He has been served with a challenge from a college bully because he had reported against him when the latter was trying to beat his friend. You have reported to a concerned authority. Inform again that he has challenged you and he may harm you and your friend, and be careful. Also inform your parents as well as the police that this is the situation. Looking at the situation 7, gentlemen, during winter he was once returning alone from a late night show when suddenly it started raining heavily. The show was taking place in a habited area, and people around would have been there. So he takes his shelter, waits for rain to stop, and then proceeds, reaches home in time. Situation 8, gentlemen. He was doing private tuition in order to finance his studies as his father was a poor man. When the exam drew near, he found he was not fully prepared, therefore, he should find an option for his studies, spare some time, and may request one of the friends to take on the load of private tuition for time being and prepare for his exams and appear in exam, pass exam, then start his tuition classes again. A man had fallen down from a ship when the sea became rough. He will try to swim closer to the ship and shout for help, and the boat will be provided to him to his rescue. Situation number 10, gentlemen. He was going from his house to exam hall, and on the way, he was surrounded by two policemen. Policemen will surround you for some information from you, may be pertaining to you only. It is not necessary that they are suspecting you. You may be aware of a situation or something would have happened in that particular area which you may be aware, and that is why they have come closer to you to gain that information. So, gentlemen, give him information and talk to them, and once they are satisfied, move ahead, appear in your exam, and that is your reaction as probable as far as my first reaction goes. Situation number 11, gentlemen, he had recently joined an active unit. He felt that he is given too much work. He will do his work as regularly as he's been doing, then cope up with the situation. In a opportune moment, apprise his superior about the workload and his capability. So there is a rationale drawn by his superior at a suitable moment. Situation number 12, drought conditions were prevailing in his village. In that case, gentlemen, he will make people aware in the village how to take precaution against drought effects, and approach civil administration for the help of the villagers, and draw benefits out of the government schemes for the villagers. Situation number 13, the railway course in which he was traveling caught fire. Gentlemen, first reaction is shout fire, fire. Second is pick the fire extinguisher, placed there in every coach. Use it to extinguish the fire if it is within the capability, and inform TT and make passengers alerted. And if it is going to be out of control, pull the chain. Situation 14. He was in a great hurry to reach home when he found an old man fainted on the way. Gentlemen, that life is most important. Wait there and give him first aid, and if required, evacuate him to the hospital, and then proceed to your home. Situation number 15, gentlemen. The discussion on a very important topic reached a tense point. This happens in discussion or group discussion, gentlemen. Be polite, be tactful, continue discussion with politeness, and be able to take it to a logical conclusion. Your discussion should reach to a logical conclusion and make a decision, and which is agreeable to all. 16 number, his friend was unable to return his money and he was running short of money. So, gentlemen, friend is friend. You have given him money. He is unable. He is not refusing you, but apprise him about your need and shortage of money, and look for alternate means so that you can meet the requirement. Situation number 17, gentlemen. His parents were forcing him to marry an uneducated girl but wealthy girl. So, what is your requirement? you have to marry, not the parents, and the girl has to be educated because you are an educated person, and wealth you can accumulate. That wealth which the girl is going to bring with her is temporary. Therefore, convince the parents and don't go for wealth. Look for a educated girl and marry happily to a educated girl. Situation number 18, gentlemen, since he was not interested in the subject, he found it hard to concentrate on his studies. He will. Every subject, gentlemen, is interesting, has got scope, and find practical approach and make it interesting, and you will be able to concentrate better, and your studies will go as smooth as in the subject which you are more interested. Let us look at situation number 19. His boat overturned when he was midstream, and generally he has that life jacket, and he will be patient, be calm, try to swim. Boat is overturned. Boat maybe uh, then uh, brought to its normal position and start his journey. Situation number 20. When he was on his usual evening walk, he saw a man being thrown out of speeding car. Gentlemen, first reaction would be note the car number and shout for help, and reach to the person who's been thrown out, give him first aid if required, and report to the police. Get them apprehended. Situation number 21. When you were on NCC camp, your batch of volunteers declared a strike because the rude behavior of the Haldar, and so he so what will you do? You are an NCC, you are a disciplined cadet, so there is no scope for strike, and but there is a redressal system. You approach to the senior and talk to him and put across your point, and it will be redressed and addressed in time by the senior. Gentlemen, here comes the situation wherein his parents could not afford to send him to degree college, so he will continue his studies privately, look for a job, whether a private job or part-time job, to support his studies as well as his parents financially, and complete his degree course. Situation number 23, gentlemen, while crossing the river in a boat, it developed a leak and water started flowing into the boat. He will shout for help because there will be a number of other boats in the area, and keep throwing the water from the boat with the help of pot which is there in his boat, and then reach as early as possible to the nearest boat, and then take care of his boat. Do the repairs. Situation 4, gentlemen, is when he was returning from his work, he saw a cyclist being knocked down by speeding taxi. He will note down the number of the taxi and reach to the cyclist and give him first aid and report this to the police and get the the taximan apprehended for his reckless driving. Situation 25, gentlemen, it was midnight when he heard a gunshot and cries of children and women. On learning that the dacoits had raided the village, he will inform the police and shout in the area that about the dacoits, make neighborhood aware, and rush for the rescue of the villagers. 26. Most of his friends and college mates were donating blood during the wartime. He would donate blood himself, also motivate number of youths in various areas um, where he can physically go and motivate them, and blood donation is a noble job. Situation number 27, gentlemen, his father, who was ailing since long, needed special treatment, but they were already short of money. He make use of a government scheme for treatment and admit him in a government hospital. So his treatment will be taken care by the government. Expenses will be borne by the government, gentlemen. Situation number 28, gentlemen, when his BA result was declared, his parents wanted him to join some service, whereas he would definitely join the service, gentlemen, and then continue with his studies privately. And parents are facing maybe financial crunch, so he need to understand that, and he can continue his studies. This is what is the reaction comes to me. Situation number 29, when he had just done his BSc in first division, he was still without a job. One of his equally penniless friend needed coaching. He will look for the job. At the same time, he will help his friend in coaching, and both the requirements will be met. Situation number 30, gentlemen, his poor parents had educated him up to BA, bearing lots of hardships. He keenly felt he must quickly get a job and help his family, but was not getting any suitable job. He must try to look for a job continuously, and at the same time, whatever job maybe for less um, emoluments or salary, he can pick that job and keep trying, and one day he will get job suitable to his requirement as well as his education qualification. As per that, I'm sure he's going to get the job. So, Jamna, your reactions have to be very, very crisp, very short and brief so that you can convey. Write them in the point form. Do not write long story. I'm just discussing with you because you need to understand the situation, because there are certain imaginations also. There are certain points which you have to analyze yourself, the resources available and the situation, various things have to be considered. Once you understand that, you will be able to write in a shortest possible form and convey the complete meaning and the response which comes to you for each situation. Next situation, his father slipped on a banana peel and hurt his shoulder badly as they were hurrying towards the railway station to catch the only train to their village. En route, he will show his father to the doctor and take initial necessary treatment, take medicines, board the train, reach the village. First thing he should do there is to take his father for review medical to the doctor. Situation 32 is the elder brother wanted to celebrate the death of their very old father, but he felt otherwise. Gentlemen, in India, death is not celebrated, and it is not uh, done in a manner that it looks little ostentatious or show off. There are certain rituals. The brother will then speak to the uh, elder brother and convince him and do the rituals as per their customs and traditions. This is what is the appropriate action. Situation number 33, gentlemen, when he was on his cycle to his sister in a nearby village, his cycle broke down on the way and it started raining. So he'll wait till the rain stops and get his cycle repaired, reach to the sister's village. Situation number 34, after many efforts, he got a job in private firm, but his office was very far from his house and there was no transport. So these days, gentlemen, work from home is one option. If it's possible, he should exercise that, and he has to do the job because it has taken a lot of efforts for him to get the job. He may think of a rented house nearby and continue with his job, and later stage he can buy a transport for himself, the convenience if he gets, and then he can go from his house. Situation number 35. This may happen, gentlemen, while returning from picnic in a hilarious mode. One of his friends was knocked down by a truck. He will give him first aid and rush towards hospital to evacuate him and give a proper treatment, inform the police, and before that he would have noted down the number of the truck. Situation number 36, gentlemen, when the preparation for his younger sister's wedding were halfway through, he found he is running short of the money. He would, gentlemen, cut down the unnecessary expenditures which are there as customary for show off, and look for alternate options like taking help from relatives and friends, and maybe a loan is another option. Go ahead with the marriage because it cannot be stopped now. Situation 30, gentlemen, while trekking in a knee-deep snow, his left foot slipped and he fell into deep ditch. He cried for the help, but none was nearby. He has a Motorola set or communication set. Communicate with the team and be patient, be calm, and use your um tools which are with you in your rucksack, and try to come out of this ditch. And by the time your team of friends will come for rescue. So make it as very short and communicate with friends for help and use the tools which you're carrying with you to come out of the ditch, and be patient, be calm. Situation number 38, he was unable to sleep that night as he felt that he was not fully prepared for his exam next day. All of a sudden, he saw two masked men trying to get through the ventilators of the neighboring house. He would immediately, quietly inform the police about the masked men and alert the neighborhood about the masked men and try to apprehend them and hand over to the police. While wandering aimlessly on the roadside, he found a purse containing 400 rupees. So he will now, gentlemen, this can be put on the social media also. Also, go to the nearest police man standing on duty or the police station. Just hand it over, and person who has uh, lost his purse may come and collect it. Some more typical situation, gentlemen, he and his friend were to put up a variety show that evening for the visiting VIP. But his friend's father, who was already ailing, became serious. So he take his father to the hospital, give him treatment, and once he stabilizes, get back to the job and prepare for your evening show and put up a good show. That is what is the answer. Next, gentleman, his father was returning victorious from the war, and he had gone to receive him at the railway station. As he was waiting, he heard a loud explosion. Gentlemen, loud explosion, he would do, he'll come out, assess the situation, look for his father, if required, inform the police because there may be a terrorist act uh, wherein the explosion has taken place, or there may be some unexploded material which was lying around has exploded. So if the normal seek returns, situation is normalized, move back to your home with your father. Another situation, gentlemen, during the floods in his village, he found that the people have moved away with their belongings, leaving their animals behind. So he would go to the government authorities, inform about this, and do some alternate arrangement for these animals so that they survive. So government has number of schemes, so they will be saved. Next situation, gentlemen, he happened to be at the railway platform when a stranger slipped from a slow moving train, injuring badly. He would give him first aid immediately and then inform RPF and police, the railway authorities, and if required, he will be evacuated to the hospital for the treatment, and he will continue with his journey after administering the first aid to the stranger. Another similar situation, gentlemen, he was threatened by a rival group in the school because he had reported against him when the latter had beaten his friend. The similar situation was earlier discussed. This was in a college, and these are the younger boys, and this needs to be informed to the principal, and then bring to the notice of the parents of the both, and if required, involve police so that the friend is not hurt. Next situation, gentlemen, he was a candidate for school captain, but his rival had very strong supporters. Gentlemen, he would continue fighting and as a candidate, and he'll gather support from the friends, and he'll give his point of view and vision and planning, and he will win the election as and he'll be elected as school captain. Situation number 46, gentlemen, he was to carry some money from one place to another, but there was danger of robbers on the way. Gentlemen, these days there is a transfer system. You can transfer this money to the friend's account, or we have already discussed. There was another case wherein dacoits were there as a threat, and here robbers are there, and this money can be transferred to the bank, or can be taken as a check, or it can be UPI transfer. In case you exhaust with your options, just write transfer money to the friend's account, take in the form of check, or go in a group, take money uh, and deliver. Also, go in a broad daylight when more people are there. Dacoits or the robbers are least expected to be in the area. Next situation, gentlemen, a dispute arose between his father and uncle over his intended intercaste marriage. He will sit with both father and uncle, convince them, discuss the issue, and make them understand about the problem which they are facing, that the caste is not an issue, and he has chosen a girl who is suitable for him, and he should then plan his marriage. Next is, gentlemen, drought conditions were prevailing in his area. This question has been dealt, this situation have been dealt. And next we move on. He was to reach a place across the river urgently, but there was a traffic jam on the bridge. So what did he do? Gentlemen, on the bridge, he cannot do much. He had to continue in the traffic to move further. And later stage, once he gets space, he can move with little speed to reach the intended area. If the jam is not moving at all, gentlemen, just get down and leave your bike to your friend who was a pillion rider, and keep walking ahead, and at the end you will get some transport and reach to other side of the river where you intend to go. He felt the preparatory holidays were not enough for his 10 plus 2 final exam because he had fallen ill. He will he'll prepare more and continue with his preparations and appear in exam, and he'll fare well. He was made in charge of an all India tour, but he had to attend an important personal business. So, gentlemen, he can look for an alternate option, that if the business meet can be postponed for some days, or he'll continue preparation for all India tour and dispatch the team, and he follows back, and the work which is supposed to be done in advance, he continues with that, and uh, the deputy in his team, the second in command or in charge, will take the team, and he attends them in a location wherever it is to be held. So, as a response, gentlemen, postpone personal business meet, and prepare team for All India tour. Move the team on completion of All India tour. Come back, fix new date for his personal business, and carry it out. He had some dispute with his uncle on family affairs. He, Gentlemen, he will speak to his uncle politely and try to resolve the issue amicably. In case there is intervention of relatives required, and take that option also as standby. He was hardly 18 when his parents died. Being the eldest son, he would do some job for livelihood of his family to support them financially. At the same time, he would pursue his studies privately and also look after his family members. When he was going to buy a medicine for his mother, it started raining and the streets were flooded. So he will cautiously and carefully reach to the dispensary where the medicines are available, buy the medicine, and once the rain stops and the flood recedes, then he comes home. And as it is, mother has got some more doses left at home of the medicine. So there's no issue as regards to medicine availability. Next situation, his mother became seriously ill and no one was at home. Immediately inform relatives, family members, friends, take her to the hospital and give her a treatment. And this is the action which you are supposed to be initiating immediately. Next situation, he was traveling with a friend to Nainital to watch winter sports when his friend fell ill. He will immediately give him medicine, and there are medicine available in the train. And then on reaching to the railway station, once he gets down, show him to the doctor and give him proper treatment, and then continue to reach Nainital and then see the winter sport. His friends were not willing to donate the blood during wartime as they considered it to be health hazard. He he would convince them, also tell them about the requirement of the blood and national emergency as regards to the requirement of blood for the soldiers and wartime and their duties and safety measures which the hospital is taking for taking out the blood. He has already decided to vote for a particular candidate, whereas his friends wanted his commitment for the other candidate. He would listen to them, what is the point of view and what is the vision of the other candidate, also why he is giving vote to a particular candidate, tell that's merit and convince them, rather they will also vote for the candidate for whom he has decided to vote. His colleagues advise him to be tactful with his boss. He would only be honest, loyal, and do his job with honesty, dedication, and sincerity. That it was the tact, not to undermine the authority of it. He had happened to be at present at a bus stop when a child was who was with his mother was hit by a speeding motorbike and was injured seriously. Firstly, administer first aid to the child and stop the bike and take him to the hospital for the treatment of the child, and the expenditures must be borne by the motorcyclist, as well as if there is a need to inform the police. Right, gentlemen, there are certain situations and reactions we have discussed, and what I have told you may not be as per your reaction. You write your reaction. We just discuss this. Don't take it as a template, and write what comes to your mind first. And it is a practical approach. It is day to day. You face number of situations. These situations come across in everybody's life, and we deal them. And we don't feel like we are dealing with a situation like this, and wherein you have to write. You have to be a little, careful and cautious what to write, and the sequence and the brevity and clarity which we always talk about, that has to be ensured. Thank you. Thank you for watching my channel Karam SSB at the rate Kinetic 19.